Share.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Boom.
Boom, there we go. Had the wrong tag, but so I am Vinnie.
I'm David.
Perfect. And I'm running out of gel in my hair, so I'm wearing a Padres Stormtrooper hat. So
I contacted Yoda for a hat, but he didn't get back to me.
well, you probably contacted the wrong person. I only contact people that are real and human.
Yoda does have the force, and there's a lot of force going on in the market right now. Wouldn't you say? Is there a lot of force activity out there?
Man, I love that transition. Wow, what a perfect transition. All right, so since last Friday, okay, well, currently on the market we have 47, around 4,800 homes on the market, single family, detached, condos, townhomes, row homes, all that kind of stuff. Now, the interesting thing, I know we talked about it a couple weeks back, is changing the rules with withdrawn and canceled and putting it back on the market. Before you needed a month, now it's less time. So the interesting thing, so if you're buying a property, really check to see if it's been on the market previously. But as of last Friday, there was 657 new properties that went on the market. 540 went pending, with 436 sold, actually closed. And then you want to guess how many withdrawals, cancels, expireds?
200.
250.
Whoa.
So if you add the sold properties with the withdrawals and the canceled, that's more than the properties that actually went on the market. Now I know that can be swayed because usually you put a property in the market, maybe on like a Tuesday, Wednesday, and you're usually closing on a Friday, so that can be swayed a little bit. But we don't have enough inventory to support even the demand that we currently have.
Which is interesting because everybody thinks that we're going to hell in a handbasket right now and that the market's tanking. It's not a financial crisis. This is a health crisis. And the health crisis is also there's a shortage of inventory, and that's making people sick. In a sense, because you can't get what you want. There's still more people trying to buy than there's things trying to sell. So in theory, Vinny, wouldn't you think that would be making home prices continue to go up?
Yeah, I mean, it's not going up to the degree, and I don't really see in a lot of properties where there's a drastic bidding war. Yet it's not as smooth sailing as some people might believe it is from the outside looking in, thinking that majority of people can't purchase. There are a lot of people that are holding off on their purchasing, but I'd say even more so holding off on the sale of their property. So in the Christmas time, same kind of thing. Based off the property, if the property's sitting for maybe a week or longer, or 10 days or longer, then you can have that make it a little bit easier for you to get your offer accepted. But that first week on the market is still a difficult time for the most part, because you're probably going to get some kind of multiple offers if it's priced right.
Well, the smooth sailing thing is you don't become a good captain if you only sail in smooth seas. You only become a good captain if you charter in rough waters. So I think the next probably quarter to 2 quarters, I think it's going to be kind of rough, even though the inventory is, smaller and there's still more demand. I think you're going to see some really good deal opportunities out there for those of you who actually want to jump in and swim. And I still think it's a great time to find a good property, even though there's still a shortage of properties. There's going to be people making irrational decisions on emotion. And emotion causes people to make bad decisions. And during this time with your health, people make bad decisions, even though rates are now, I looked this morning, your high balance loan, which is a loan amount between 484 to 701, which is almost what everyone gets in San Diego. That bad boy dropped down to 3.25 today. When's the last time you heard that? You don't hear that. It's up and down every day, but 3.25 on a high balance loan for a good borrower.
Yeah.
That's unheard of. Like, that's craziness. It's crazy town.
What other loan programs do you see coming back, or anything that's kind of freed up a little bit? I know it was a little chaotic. I mean, probably a couple weeks ago. But yeah.
A jumbo is starting to come back, but for your jumbo borrowers, that's still a heavily what's the best way to put it? That's like I was trying to give a good analogy. I can't make one up. So that's very hard to do. It's tough. It's still, you can get a jumbo, but the rate's higher, and nobody wants to call me up and hear me tell them, hey, the rates are higher.
Yeah, I mean, I would say the one market that could be really good, we were talking about deals previously, would be the multi-units. You know, dealing with, if you're okay dealing with the renters that are currently in place, and kind of working the tide right there of the next maybe couple months, you probably get some fairly good deals.
I think with good deals, you know how me and you talked about before that they changed the way that appraisers are doing appraisals now, that we're doing them off the MLS and off the photos and videos that realtors put on.
Yeah.
So you got to say, God bless to those of you out there who hire your cupcake realtor that doesn't know what they're doing, because you're going to provide a great deal for somebody else, because the appraiser is going to look at those videos and photos and your property won't make value. And then that'll be your new withdrawn, Vinny, because it doesn't make it. And then some other buyer will score just because that realtor that was not the highest caliber did a bad job.
I mean, the one thing that's really intriguing right now, and I haven't dealt with this yet, but I've been told by lenders as kind of a selling point, is so they're doing drive-by appraisals, right?
Yep, exterior only.
And a lender was telling me that even for veterans, right, how you have to have VA clearance and all that kind of stuff, right? I mean, termite clearance. They're saying that can get waived in the current climate, the clearance.
It's not waived. So that's just like anything on the internet. You can find anything you want for cheap. They're not waived, but we're now asking the listing agent or the seller. No, we ask them, is there termites in the house? And they go, no. And we go, okay. That's pretty dumb.
Well, so it's technically can be waived, right? Where I'm getting to. So if you're not pressing, I mean, your team, your realtor, or your team, and you really want termite clearance, and you feel there is termite clearance there, be aware you can get swayed into basically taking a property that has termites if your team that's working for you wants to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you either want to play on the A team or you want to play on the C team. And I don't know about you, but I like winning. So the A team is going to be the team that looks at it. You know, if you're working with your buyer, and California, most houses have termites, you don't want to go by the acknowledgement of the seller or the listing agent just telling you, yeah, Vinny, there's no termites. You're super good here. The house is all good.
Okay, on a different thing, we have like a minute left, a minute and a half left. Did you watch the NFL draft the other day? Yesterday?
No, except I am predicting I am predicting Miami Dolphins Super Bowl this year. I'm already going out on a limb. Miami Dolphins, 72 Dolphins coming back.
Since the Chargers left San Diego, I haven't watched the draft for the last couple of years. And because I'm so bored without any kind of sports, I watched the draft, or at least the first like 12 picks like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is what it's come to.
This is what it's come to, drinking drafts while you're watching the draft. Did it come to that?
No, I didn't drink any alcohol during the week. I'm trying to be very, very aware. I'm going through some struggles of keep my fitness going. But we're gonna
just real quick.
Yeah.
Just regarding your fitness. Simple line. If you have no body, where will you live?
If I have no body, where would I live?
Yeah.
One of your kids' jokes?
No, so that means take care of your body. If you have no body, where will you live?
We're going to be doing an investment seminar, probably not this Saturday, but maybe the
following Saturday. We're going to do Investor Saturday. It's going to be investor properties, how to buy them, how to finance, what to look for. It's going to be good. It's going to be good because in the current environment, this next quarter is going to be a good time to try and pick up good deals from people who are selling off emotion. And that's what you want. So it's going to be investment property deal.
Perfect. So stay tuned to that. that's the end. We're 10 minutes. Market update. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, people.